Good evening and welcome back to the Rory Talks Football channel, your daily Arsenal news, updates, debates and my opinions. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. We are on the way to 10,200 subscribers. And if you could drop a like on the video as well, I'd be massively appreciative. There's loads of you here already on this Wednesday evening. We are over halfway through the week, which is sensational. Mr. H was the first one in this evening. Pekka, Jakob, Vivi Vlad, Sportcat, Icarus, Leeds Gunner, hyper protagonist Woodsy, who thinks that Guess the Gooner is going to be Pascal Saigan. Well, time will tell. Ethan Udall, King Kylo, Hannah, Ultra Pro Gamer, the real one, Adam Roble, Leo, Anino, Jakob, Tom, George Christodoulou, Churms, Gaming, Carter, Kazenax, Junior, Nathan, Peter, Ross Lawman, Ish, and many, many more. Jake is there as well. But look, transfer news today. Aaron Ramsdale. Where's he going to end up? I know my preference. Well, I know where I don't want him to go. We'll talk about Gabriel Jesus as well, because I think it's quite interesting. There's been a lot of talk kind of on Twitter and stuff. Why? And I think it's quite interesting. I do. And I'd be interested, actually, to hear your thoughts on Gabriel Jesus. So I think we'll start there. So it came from Gunner Blog this morning for The Athletic. And he said, with Gabriel Jesus struggling for form and fitness, Arsenal are ready to listen to offers for the 27-year-old in the summer. And in truthfulness, I don't think that's that surprising. I think we've kind of spoken about it previously. Where does he fit? And, if we sit here every night talking about, okay, so we want a centre forward, Victor Gyökeres, or whoever, whichever centre forward you want, whether it's Isaac or Sesko or whoever, and we want a Bukayo Saka backup, is there room in the squad for Gabriel Jesus? You've also got to factor in the fact that Gabriel Jesus is our second highest paid player. He earns, as a base salary, £265,000 a week. And there's an argument that if we get the summer business done that we want to get done, he becomes a third choice player in any given position. And at that point, you can't really justify the wages that he's on. And in fact, I'll bring this up and I'll show you kind of what I mean by it. Let me bring this up. So, Trixie is a new member of the channel. Trixie GG, welcome. Welcome to the channel. The latest member. Thank you very, very much. For becoming a member. What a start to the stream. Trixie GG, what a legend. What a legend. But look, if we look at this, right? So if you look at our squad when all of our attacking players are fit, Saka, Havertz, Trossard, Gabriel Martinelli. So you can argue already that the preferred left wing options are both Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli. Trixie GG with the 5 gifted memberships as well. What an absolute legend, Trixie GG. Thank you very much. If you've just been given a membership, King Kylo, I think you just got given a membership. Make sure you thank Trixie GG in the chat. You ain't seen anything yet, my brother. Bless the community. Love you all. I mean, what an absolute legend. What an absolute legend. I feel like I don't massively recognize your name in the chat either. So, look, if you're new to the community, shout out to you. Absolute legend. Looks like Kazenax got one as well. And the number of members in the community increases. So, what a sensational start to today's stream that is. But back to this. So Trossard, Martinelli, that's our left-sided options. It would seem that those two are both preferred over Gabriel Jesus. Kai Havertz is currently our preferred centre forward. I've been around 3 streams, but your views always intrigued me. Oh, thank you very much. Well, I hope to see you back as often as possible. We are here every night. So there you go. So Havertz is the centre forward. We want to bring in another one. So let's say, just for argument's sake, if I get my own way, Havertz and Gyökeres next season. And then off the right-hand side, we're talking about Bukayo Saka and another right winger. For argument's sake, let's call it Pedro Neto. So then you got Saka and Pedro Neto off the right. And at that point, Gabriel Jesus is the third choice right winger, the third choice centre forward, and the third choice left winger. Now factor in, okay, Eddie Nketiah goes. Reece Nelson wasn't even on the bench because in any given matchday squad in the Premier League, we always have it the same. We have 3 attacking players on the bench. In this case, at the weekend, when everyone was fit, it was Nketiah, Gabriel Jesus, and Gabriel Martinelli. Okay, well, that's going to become one of Martinelli and Trossard, one of Gyökeres and Havertz, and one of Saka and Pedro Neto. So at that point, Gabriel Jesus might not even get onto the bench in a matchday squad, and you're paying him 265 grand a week. That's a problem. That's a problem. Oh, well, I will clip it. Trixie GG said, Rory, I'm dropping 50 subs if we win the league. Clip it. I will come back to this. I will. But I appreciate it. I mean, we can dream. We can all dream. He's a good player, but he's definitely dropped a level physically. Realistically, no one's paying anything more than 25 million for him. Well, this is the other issue, right? And this is where it might go the other way. So, look, we're not saying that Jesus is definitely going to be sold. We are saying that according to Gunnerblog, Arsenal would be willing to listen to offers. You know, that means that they need to get an offer that is acceptable. It also will only happen if we go out and sign those 2 players that we want, right? So, look, there's every possibility that we don't go out and sign a right winger this summer. And Gabriel Jesus is the substitute right winger next season for Bukayo Saka. That's a possibility. There's also a possibility Arsenal just don't get an offer that they're willing to accept. You know, we paid, 45 million for him less than 2 years ago. What's he worth now? How much do we need to get back on him? Where does he go? Who pays that money? You know, it's going to be difficult. But the truth is, right now, and he's due to have surgery again in the summer, right? So he's due to have more knee surgery in the summer because at the moment, whenever he plays, he feels pain afterwards, right? And he's struggling with that. So does he come back next season having had that surgery and is better at that point? Maybe. I don't know. But it's interesting. How do I collect 5 gifted? You have to turn on a setting to accept gifts, Adam. Rory, if Xerxes is 41 million, if he wants 2 strikers, that's 85 Gyökeres and 42 for Xerxes. Yeah. But I don't think... Well, so what are you saying? If he either wants Gyökeres or Xerxes? Xerxes for half the price, if Havertz is going to be the number 1, it kind of makes sense, right? I do kind of own... I do kind of see us maybe pivoting and going for more of a Xerxes Sesko level than a Gyökeres because of Havertz. But personally, I mean, look, Havertz actually has a very good injury record. But what do you do if Havertz gets injured for a long period at the start of the season? Do you want Xerxes coming straight in? Personally, I'd rather have Gyökeres coming straight in. But equally, do we need to use that money to fund the midfielder? Is the midfielder more important at this point than the centre forward? Yeah, maybe. Possibly. Caught you live finally. Good luck from Pakistan. Love for you, brother. Much appreciated, Faizan. Much appreciated. Do you think City will drop points? I mean, it's becoming the age-old question, will City drop points? Look, it's possible. It's possible. Realistically, you look at every individual game and you go, City will win that. But, look, there are 4 potentially difficult games for them. Someone pointed out today, by the way, West Ham get another 5 million off us if we win the league. Apparently, part of the add-ons was that if we win the league with Declan Rice, they get another 5 million quid. That's incentive. That's incentive for the club on the final day. Win the game, we get 5 million quid. But no, look, it is what it is. It's out of our control. The main thing we've got to do is win our games. You know, Bournemouth is not going to be an easy game at the weekend. I promise you, Bournemouth is not going to be an easy game. Since November the 1st, they're 5th in the league. Like, effectively on form, and that form is now the last 6 months of football, 7 months of football, 6 months of football. In the last 6 months, Bournemouth have been a better team than Tottenham and only slightly worse than Aston Villa. Like, it's tough. Did Chelsea get anything more for Havertz? No, I don't think so. That was 65 million straight up, I think. It looks like Guimaraes 100 million, Xerxes 42 million, but after Leverkusen winning the league, Frimpong looks a doubt. Yeah, well, I actually saw that that's a good point, actually. I forgot to write that in my notes for the stream, but you've just reminded me. I saw today Ike Nouri. Ike Nouri is someone that we could potentially be looking at. Wolves are preparing for Ike Nouri to be sold this summer to a big team, and Arsenal are one of 3 or 4 teams that are looking at him. So that's interesting. Obviously, Frimpong kind of reminded me of that, because I don't know if that's the sort of fullback that we would go for. Like, based on what we've been using at fullback recently, a Frimpong or an Ike Nouri, they're very different. They're more kind of, really attacking sort of wing backs. But maybe that's just we buy one of those as like a really different option for when occasionally we need it. Does Ike Nouri play on the right side? Surely we don't need a left-sided player. No, well, he plays on the left side predominantly. I'm pretty sure he's left-footed as well. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so that's an interesting one. Maybe because realistically, because of how versatile the backline is, we'd only need a Frimpong or an Ike Nouri, and we would use them on whichever side is preference for them, and then the right back can stay. It'll effectively be almost a third centre back, I'd imagine. But the last English player to score 15 league goals before Saka was Thierry Henry. If you know, you know. I don't know. I feel like I don't get this reference. Obviously, Thierry Henry wasn't the last English player to score 15, but I don't think I'm getting the reference. It was Ian Wright, no? Or was this something that someone said? Have you seen the shade from Frimpong? Yeah, well, I don't even think it was deliberate shade from Frimpong. I don't even think it was deliberate shade. Ramsdale said that? Oh, Ramsdale said it. I didn't know that. When did Ramsdale say that? Honestly, ship him off to Chelsea. He's clueless. He's clueless. I can see Arteta going for Bruno Guimaraes, Xerxes, but right wing defender and goalkeeper backup. I'm not sure. I mean, we'll definitely need a goalkeeper backup if we get if we let Ramsdale go. We'll definitely need a goalkeeper backup. But he said it after the Spurs game. I didn't know. What a fool. What a fool. We may as well talk about Ramsdale now, as we're on that topic. So this came from Sammy Mockbell today. Sammy Mockbell, you'll know, is a top-tier source. Was very, very good last summer. And he's very good for both Chelsea and Arsenal. So given that the news consists of both of these things. But he said today, Chelsea have a desire to sign a new goalkeeper this summer and are monitoring Aaron Ramsdale with interest. Now, it's interesting because, I mean, how much money have Chelsea spent on goalkeepers in the last few years? Like, seriously, in the same time that we've bought Aaron Ramsdale, how many goalkeepers have they bought? Mendy, Sanchez, Petrovic. Did they buy Kepa? When did they buy Kepa? Was that maybe the season before we bought Ramsdale? But they're relentlessly buying goalkeepers. We can't chat. We've bought a lot of goalkeepers. I don't think we've bought that many. We bought Leno in what? 2018, 2019? And then we bought Ramsdale in 2021. I don't think we've bought that many. Oh, Kepa was 2018. Yeah, Robert Sanchez is on a 7-year contract. And I think Petrovic is on a massive contract as well. But look, if they want another goalkeeper, then Ramsdale becomes an option. Is Raya good enough, or does he need to get upgraded? I think Raya is good enough. Right now, if you look around, Diogo Costa is probably the only goalkeeper available in the world that can do what Raya does and is maybe a better goalkeeper. But Diogo Costa's, you're looking at 80 million from Porto. So I think we're more than happy with Raya at the moment. I would have never got rid of Martinez, man. Still haunts me. I still don't know if Martinez could do exactly what Raya does. He's far closer. He is far closer. Diogo Costa didn't save any pens. That's true. That is true. Yeah, Leno was 2018. So we bought one in 2018. We bought one in 2021. And now effectively we're buying one in 2024. That's a new keeper every 3 years. Okonkwo number 2. He might be going full. He might be getting a permanent move to Wrexham. Okonkwo might be getting a permanent move to Wrexham. There's that American goalkeeper. The guy, where was he from? Portland. What was he? Colorado? No, I never know. Portland Timbers, was it? Colorado, somewhere or other. Colorado Rapids. What are they called? Karl Hein, maybe. Karl Hein, maybe. I feel like Karl Hein had a really tough game against Brighton in the League Cup last year, and that kind of put people off. But Columbus Crew, Colorado Rapids. Did you find a ticket for Saturday? Not yet. I'll get one. I haven't really even tried to get one yet. Not another American keeper. Yeah, but look, we made profit on Matt Turner. We made profit on good old Matty Turner. By the way, Nottingham Forest had an absolute stinker buying Matt Turner. Oh yeah, we did buy Matt Turner as well. I forgot about him. Actually, to be fair, you might be right because we bought Runarsson as well. When did we buy Runarsson? Christ. Yeah, we did go through a period of just buying keepers. That is a fair point. Do you know what? I stand corrected. We have bought quite a few goalkeepers. Where would Ramsdale go if not Chelsea? Surely he's a top 5 keeper. Newcastle. Newcastle is my hope for Aaron Ramsdale. Nick Pope, they can definitely upgrade on if they're looking at becoming more of a modern team. I think Nick Pope is quite an obvious upgrade. Don't get me wrong, he's a good shot stopper, but he's getting old. He's had injuries and he's terrible with his feet. Other than that, I don't think he stays in England. There are some options abroad. Bayern Munich potentially is an option. So, anywhere other than Chelsea, to be honest, anywhere other than Chelsea, I would be happy. Curious Rory, do you watch F1? It's one of those, like, when the F1's good, I watch it, but when it's not, I don't. So the last 2.5 seasons has just been terrible, in my opinion. But Iago Vallejo on a free this summer could be number 2. Iago Vallejo. Who the fuck is that guy? Let me have a search of him. Iago. Okay. This thing can't find him. Vallejo. He's not coming. Does he have a different name? He's not coming up on FOTMob. Who does he play for? Who does he play for? Do you see Real Madrid replacing Courtois with Lunin? He's starting to impress me. Maybe. I mean, Lunin will definitely become number 2. Lunin's been number 3 previously. I'd imagine he definitely becomes number 2 behind Courtois. I mean, how many seasons has Courtois got left in him? It's actually, how old is Courtois? No, he's only 31. No, I don't know. Lunin might have to move on. But then I saw a thing today that they're looking at extending Lunin's contract until 2028. So I guess they at least see him as the number 2. But then there comes a point where you've got to move on, right? It's like Ortega's going to move on from Man City this summer, I'm pretty sure. Right, let me try and find this Vallejo guy. Plays for Las Palmas. I'm just going to have to Google it. I don't even think he's on FOTMob. I mean, genuinely, where have you even found this guy? His name is Jesus Vallejo. Got him. But this says he plays for Granada and he's 27. That's not the same guy either. How can it be this difficult? Am I spelling Vallejo wrong? No. I'm confused. I'm confused. I've seen Ben Mattinson mention Valles. Don't know much about him. He might mean Valles, the Las Palmas keeper. Alvaro Valles? He's 26 years old. He's a goalkeeper. There's Alvaro Valles, if that's what you mean. Maybe. 26-year-old keeper for Las Palmas. Looks all right. 7 clean sheets in 32 games. Who can buy Gabby realistically? Well, this is going to be the problem, right? If we don't sell Gabriel Jesus this summer, it's because we can't find a buyer. Where could I see him going? I'd be surprised if he stayed in the Premier League. Italy, maybe. But again, the Italian clubs have got no money. Like, I was speaking to Mo about this the other day, right? I was speaking to Mo about this. Footy Judge Mo, if you don't know, get to know. He's an Inter Milan fan, and he was saying Inter this summer have 100 million to spend, and they are considered to be like rich. The fact that they can go out and spend 100 million is considered big in Serie A. Like, that's how much Serie A's finances have taken a hit. So if he goes to Italy, they're not going to go and spend a third or half of their budget on just Gabriel Jesus. Do you see Ramsdale going anywhere else apart from the Premier League? Bayern, maybe Bayern. At least at Bayern, you've got Kane and you've got Eric Dyer, right? So you've got a couple of English guys already there. You've seen Sancho. Quite a few English players have made the transition to the Bundesliga quite easily recently. So maybe I could see that. Because Bayern were interested in David Raya. Bayern were interested in David Raya before we got involved. So, yeah, maybe there. That would be decent. That would be decent. Should Arsenal sign Jadon Sancho? No, not for me. I saw someone on Twitter suggest Jason Steele from Brighton. Good with the ball, decent shot stopper, and has been on the bench a lot at Brighton, so could do it at Arsenal. Yeah, true. I mean, Brighton's really weird because they're like the only team really that genuinely do what Arteta kind of said he was going to do with Raya and Ramsdale, which is Brighton regularly switch keepers for no reason. Like, they swap between Verbruggen and Steele all the time. Maybe he's fed up of that, but then, does he want to come and be a number 2 at Arsenal? Maybe. Ramsdale could go to Inter. Jan Sommer's 35. Yeah, maybe. Inter almost went into administration last season. The sale of Onana was like the deciding factor. Yeah, they were struggling. Would you take Gnabry as Saka backup? Do you know what? I was looking at Sane last night. Thinking that would be some player. Could play off the right or the left. Very comfortable on either side. I know he's had a couple of injury issues, but like that finish last night, don't know if Bayern would sell him, but yeah, I mean, I'd take Gnabry as well, to be fair, but I do think Sane's better. And we want that raw pace. I really think we need someone else in the team who is just absolutely rapid. Sane starts probably on the left wing. Yeah, Sane. I at that point, I would consider that Sane was probably the starting left winger. But then that means that you've then got Martinelli and Trossard as backup. Did you see the 777 takeover issues with Everton? I know they were having some problems, yeah. I didn't read too much into it. Ignoring my question? What was your question? If Havertz has been amazing this season and one of the signings of the season, like you claim, why do Arsenal need a new centre forward in Gyökeres? Why did Man City need to sign Alvarez and Erling Haaland? Simple as that. Why do we need to go and sign a Saka backup? Why, this is the level that you're at. You have to have that level of player in every position. Sane's got attitude issues. Mikel can sort them. Sane would start ahead of Saka, in my opinion. Nah. I mean, they'd both start. You wouldn't leave you wouldn't leave Saka on the bench so that you could play Martinelli or Trossard on the left. Mate, Lee G calling you out. There's a shock. I love Havertz, but he could only start for us next season if he plays like the Spurs game every time. Yeah, but I think those performances I think he's been building momentum with those performances. Like, throughout 2024, he's been getting better and better. Another summer under his belt. I think he will. I think he'll continue to get better, if anything. He's had one season at the club so far. I agree, Trixie. Also, 3 months of good form shouldn't change our entire transfer plans. We still need a player who will get us a goal when we really need it and aren't firing, e.g. Aston Villa. That's true. The streets will never forget Jesus before the World Cup. I mean, that's the thing, right? Gabriel Jesus, pre-World Cup, pre that knee injury, was unbelievable. And if we still had that Gabriel Jesus, you'd be saying we've got to find a way to get him into the starting lineup, right? But that Gabriel Jesus doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. Less than 50 likes? Oh, come on. There's over 200 of you here. Let's try and get it up to 100 likes. If you're watching on mobile, close the chat just for a second. Click the like button. Let's just take a little pause, a moment to get the stream up to 100 likes, just so that it can reach more people and we can continue to build this community. Only because you said on Terry's channel. I've not even been on Terry's channel in about 2 weeks. So whatever he's going on about, he can swivel on it. What happened to Lino Sousa at Villa? I'm pretty sure he's in the academy. Or he might have even been injured, actually. I'm not sure. I saw we were keeping tabs on Yusuf Fofana. Can you do some stat checks? Yeah, Fofana I quite like. Let me bring him up. Fofana is... If we don't spend big in midfield, then Fofana's a good option. Look at this. This is nice. This is he's putting in some big performances. You look at this, that's a bit worrying. If you consider some of the key principles of our team. Pass accuracy for a player in his position. I mean, look, the fact is, yeah. I mean, he plays the 8, right? He plays the 8. Decent. A lot of this is really nice. His passing accuracy, his long ball accuracy isn't great. We don't need to play many long balls, so it doesn't matter too much. Defensively, not bad. This I like. Recoveries, possession 1 in the final third. That's really important for us. He's not bad. To be honest, stats only tell you part of the story, I suppose. So I would definitely need to watch him more. But it's not bad. Havertz, goal and assist in last 4 games. First player since Sanchez in 16-17 to do it. Yeah, exactly. Any Tifo stream? Oh, Emilio, Thank you for reminding me. 2 seconds. I'm going to set up a poll. I'm going to set up a poll for what do you want me? So I'm going to do, obviously, I'll be at the Arsenal game, so I won't be live streaming that. But I'm going to do a watch along on Tifo this weekend, and I want to know which one you want me to do. So, watch along. Do you want me to do? And I need to check that I can definitely do them because of what times they're on. Okay, so I can either do City versus Wolves. I can do City versus Wolves, which is the evening kickoff on Saturday. Or I could do Liverpool versus Spurs. So I can do City versus Wolves, or I can do Liverpool versus Spurs. Let me know. Oh, we got a $4.99 super chat in here as well. Grant Talbot with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Grant. He says Douglas Luiz at 75 mil and Gyökeres at 85 mil. Realistic at all? I would love both of them. I would absolutely love both of them. Douglas Luiz, I'd be surprised if you could get him for 75 million. Gyökeres for 85 million, that's his buyout clause. So you can definitely do that. Douglas Luiz for 75 million, I think we'd struggle with. I do think we'd struggle with that. So we've either got City versus Wolves evening kickoff on Saturday, or Liverpool versus Spurs evening on Sunday. No, we haven't done Guess the Gooner yet. What would you rather I do? This will be on Tifo. As always, this will be on Tifo. Lineups. Do you want to see the lineups for? Do you want to see the lineups for PSG against Borussia Dortmund? I reckon Dortmund win. You know. The lineups are Kobel in goal, Ryerson, Hummels, Schlotterbeck, Martson, Sabitzer, Emre Can, Adeyemi, Brandt, Sancho, Fulkrug. I really like that front four. That will cause PSG problems, 100%. And then for PSG, Donnarumma in goal, the most overrated goalkeeper in world football. Hakimi, Marquinhos, Lucas Hernandez, and Mendes, Zaire Emery, Vitinha, and Fabian Ruiz, Dembele, Barcola, and Mbappe. They're both good teams. To be honest, they are both really good lineups. But I've got a feeling Dortmund win, you know? I've got a feeling Dortmund win. I'll tell you what, I nearly had a nice bet last night as well. Last night, I bet on Bayern Munich to win and both teams to score, and Coventry to win and both teams to score. And with like 10 minutes to go, Ipswich to win and both teams to score against Coventry. And with like 10 minutes to go, it was 2-1 to Bayern and 2-1 to Ipswich. And then obviously Bayern conceded the equaliser. It was painful. Will you be doing any streams for the Euros? Yeah, I will. And I'll be making TikTok content about every single game at the Euros as well. I will be watching every single game and making content on them. Anthony Taylor's the referee tonight. Watch him look absolutely terrible compared to Trossard's brother last night. He will look terrible. What do you think about Florian Wirtz? Love him. Absolutely love Florian Wirtz, but I don't think Bayer Leverkusen have any intention of selling him, unfortunately. Rory, what actually is this Tifo football thing? Tifo is a brand new streaming platform that is dedicated to football watch-alongs. So unlike YouTube or Twitch or whatever, where people do football watch-alongs, but they kind of have to make the most of what YouTube offers them and it allows them to do, Tifo is being built specifically for football communities, football watch-alongs, and so they're building lots of things on it, which will just be better than YouTube and Twitch and stuff for doing watch-alongs. Very early stages at the moment. It's still in the alpha stage of testing. I'm one of the first streamers that are on there. But it's good. I enjoy it. And I know lots of you that join the watch-alongs enjoy it as well. The chat is really good. The chat function's really good. So yeah, it's exciting. £5 from Trixie. Trixie, unbelievable support in this stream. Thank you so much. He says, like the damn video, people. Rory had Vinny, 2 shots on target, cashed out on 1 at 79 minutes, and he scored the penalty. Took 411, but could have had 1.4k if I had waited. Damn. I mean, look. You take your profits, big or small. Take your profits, but you're playing with some proper money as well. So fair play. I got an email from Tifo the other week from someone called Ali. Yeah, so Ali is one of the people that runs Tifo. Ali is one of the big dogs at Tifo. So if you got an email from him, it might be useful to reply to it. I think he's generally just. I mean, this is one of the cool things, right? They're building Tifo based on our feedback. You know, as a streamer, they want my feedback, and as viewers, they want your feedback. And pretty much, you know, whatever you suggest, they will probably try and build. So, oh crap! What was the end? What was the end of the poll? What was the end result? 56% of you want Liverpool versus Spurs. So there you go. We're gonna do a watch along of Liverpool versus Spurs on the Sunday, and obviously we will react. We will react to everything that happens on Saturday, Arsenal and Man City, whilst we're on that stream as well. Lee saying Arsenal are this, Arsenal are that is challenging us fans, just so saying Arsenal move on. Yeah, I mean, look, different channels, different opinions, you know, different horses for different courses. Is it free? Yeah, it's completely free. Completely free. There's no paid element of Tifo. If Bayern get to the final, we have a guaranteed repeat final, either 2012 or 2020. Yeah, that's true. I also saw a thing today, by the way, that talked about the fact that the 2 Champions Leagues before Messi joined PSG, they got to the finals and the semi-finals. Then they had 2 awful years in the Champions League, and now he's gone. They're back to a semi-final and could be in another final. So the more you know. How much do you reckon we could sell Jesus for, and who else are we going to sell? Jesus, I reckon we'd get about 30 million. I'd be very, very surprised if anyone, given his injuries, offered more than 30 million for Jesus. I would also say that we're going to sell Eddie Nketiah, Reece Nelson, Aaron Ramsdale, Thomas Partey. That's about it. Oh, no, Kieran Tierney, Nuno Tavares, Charlie Patino, potentially Albert Sambi-Lokonga. What signings do you want, and what signings do you think we will make? I want Gyökeres, Kimmich, Diomande, Xavi Simons. They're the 4 I want. I think we'll make one of those. I've got a feeling we'll sign one of those. Don't know which one, but I've got a feeling we sign one of them. Would you sell Zinny? Yeah, Zinny could potentially go as well, to be fair. If we do end up going, if we buy Ike Nori, Zinny's gone. In my opinion. Tifo on PC. Yeah, Tifo is a website. You can watch it on your mobile using your web browser, but they don't have an app yet. But yeah, Tifo is on PC, desktop, whatever. Forget Diomande, overrated. I'm his number 1 hater. Why are you his number 1 hater, Francisco? Why are you what? Explain. Why are you a hater? Link for Tifo. I'll put it in the description. If not, it's in my where is it now? I think it's in my bio on TikTok. If you go to my main account on TikTok, it's in the bio of that, I'm pretty sure. So Douglas Luiz is out of your most wanted list. I just feel like Kimmich is more like attainable. I've just got a feeling that Douglas Luiz is going to be impossible to get. I would love Douglas Luiz though, for sure. Loopy Arsenal, no worries. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Xavi Simons swap with VSR isn't bad for PSG. It is bad for PSG. Like, respectfully to Smith Rowe, who I love, Xavi Simons is worth a lot more than Smith Rowe right now, in my opinion. Anyway, it is time for Gesta Guna, the game where I give you 5 clues about an ex or current Arsenal player, and you have to guess who that player is. First person to get it right wins the immense pride and respect of the Rory Talks Football community. So get your fingers on your keyboards, because we are starting Clue number 1. This player is 38 years old. This player is 38 years old. Clue number 2. They currently play for Górnik Zabrze in the Polish First Division. They currently play for Górnik Zabrze in the Polish First Division. Clue number 3. They are a World Cup winner. Clue number 3. They are a World Cup winner. Clue number 4. They scored 31 goals in 82 games for Arsenal. They scored 31 goals in 82 games for Arsenal. And clue number 5. They joined Arsenal from FC Cologne. They joined Arsenal from FC Cologne. Loads of you have got it. I'm going to have to try and find out who got it first without getting VAR checked, which is, these days, pretty fucking difficult. Is the link on your Twitter? I don't think it is. It was. If you search Tifo on Twitter, you'll be able to, on my Twitter, you'll be able to find it. Hang on. Let me concentrate. Okay. I'm 99% sure I've actually got the winner. And it is Zoa with Lucas Podolski. Zoa has got it right first, and I believe that is definitely Zoa's first ever win. So congratulations to Zoa. You can VAR check me, but I'm 99% sure I've got it right. Zoa got it really early on, actually. Very early on. Impressively early on. Kazanex was second. Vivi Vlad was third. Ethan Udall was fourth. And Adam Roble was fifth. So there you go. Congratulations to Zoa. Just confirm, Zoa, is that your first ever win? Zoa on my screen. Oh, we've even passed the VAR check. Goal given. Goal given to Zoa. Zoa, my God. Exactly. Zoa, my God. Good process, lads. Good process. Any tips to get a ticket for Saturday? Yes. Sit on the ticket exchange and don't stop. That is it. That is it. Podolski's left foot was incredible. It was. Thoughts on Gary O'Neill's touchline ban? Oh, yeah, convenient. If you didn't see this, right? Gary O'Neill's been given a one-match touchline ban, which just so happens to be for the Man City game at the weekend. It was to do with his outburst against West Ham when they had that goal disallowed against West Ham, which was on the 6th of April. So, yeah, fair play. Rory, what's the longest amount of time you spent on the ticket exchange? You don't want to know. No, I'll tell you actually, right? It was last season's North London derby. Was it last season's North London derby? Yes, it was. And I was on there, like, obviously, I go on it a fair amount during the week anyway, right? I'll spend a few hours in the evening on it during the week. But the night before, I was just on it until I basically had to sleep. And then I woke up at like 6 a.m. and was just on it relentlessly for, I think, 6 hours pretty much. And then a ticket popped up obviously, tickets pop up and you click them and you don't get them. And eventually a ticket popped up that I did get. And it was it was club level. It cost me like 200 quid. But it was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth it for that Thomas Partey banger. Banger! Everyone trying their best to give City the Prem from Wood to Gary. I know. Keep or sell Partey? I think we sell him. If Arsenal timed each member's total time on the ticket exchange, it would be crazy long. Oh, I dread to think. Anyway, it's time for Guess the Non-Gooner. Guess the Non-Gooner. I'm going to give you the entire career path of a player who does not and has not played for Arsenal. You have to guess who that player is in the chat. First person to get it right wins the immense pride and respect of the Rory Talks Football community, but not as much respect as Zoa has. So this player started their career at the Tottenham Hotspur Academy. They went on loan to Yeovil Town. They went on loan to Leyton Orient. They went on loan to MK Dons. They went on loan to Ipswich Town. They went on loan to Watford. They went on loan to Millwall. They went on loan to Leeds United. They went on loan to Birmingham City. They went on loan to QPR. They moved permanently to Newcastle. They moved permanently to Crystal Palace. They moved permanently to Everton. They retired. They came out of retirement to join Luton. So they started their career at Tottenham Hotspur Academy. They went on loan spells to Yeovil Town, Leyton Orient, MK Dons, Ipswich Town, Watford, Millwall, Leeds United, Birmingham City, Queen's Park Rangers. They then moved permanently to Newcastle, permanently to Crystal Palace, permanently to Everton, retired, and then joined Luton. Bro had a lot of loan spells. He had a lot of loan spells. Lots of you were saying Harry Winks. Lots of you started by saying Harry Kane. Who was the first person to get it, though? That's going to be the question. I'll tell you what. I need to VAR check it, but if I'm not mistaken, wait, where's it gone? I think I've confused myself. Where's it gone? Yeah, Zoa's done the dirty double. I might need a VAR check, but I'm pretty sure Zoa has done the dirty double with Andros Townsend. It was Andros Townsend. And I think lots of you are saying Edwards. But no, it is. It's a dirty double. It is. And he got it well before anyone else, actually. Sportcat was second. Sportcat is good at Guess the Non-Gooner, has to be said. But Sportcat was second. Gids was third. Ethan Udall was fourth. And Adam Roble was fifth. So there you go. There you go. Oh, look. Some of you tried to VAR me. Some of you tried to... No, Sportcat, look. If you scroll above yours, Sportcat, by quite a long way, actually, Zoa got it right first. With Townsend. I know you put Townsend, not Townsend, but no, genuinely, Zoa was first. Ryan Henderson got sixth in both. He's fuming. Zoa needs to be drug tested. Yeah, Zoa's just rocked up day one. I'm not even sure I've seen Zoa in the chat in general before. But he has just rocked up day one and claimed a dirty double. Trixie thinks he might be second. I will check for you, Trixie. I will check for you. You think you're second? Not on mine, Trixie. You didn't send a message for ages on mine. By the time you said it, Trixie, on my screen, by the time you said it, it was way, way, way later. It could be to do with your internet. The time that it comes up on yours compared to the time it comes up on mine, it could be your internet. But it was, yeah, unfortunately, it was way later on mine. Is there anything more annoying than hearing the refs call each other their nicknames during a VAR process? Sounds so unprofessional and winds me up. So annoying. So annoying. Yeah. I dislike it. No, it's all good. It's all good. It was Zoa on mine too. Yeah, I mean, Zoa's just... Suddenly, VV Vlad and Ross Lawman have competition. All of a sudden. You weren't third, Gaming. You weren't third. I never seem to get top 5 in Guess the Gooner, but always do for Guess the Non-Gooner. Well, in fairness, you are a Chelsea fan. Virgin Media have stopped. Oh, listen. Well, we on this channel we all know about Virgin Media. We know all about Virgin Media on this channel. Virgin Media nearly buried this channel. So, is it Ross on a fake account? Yeah, maybe. Look, anyway, that is going to be the end of the live stream. I massively appreciate all of you for joining. As always, we'll be back tomorrow evening. Champions League tonight. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a fantastic evening. If you could like the video before you jump off, subscribe if you haven't already. and I will catch you all tomorrow. Goodbye. Do-do-do-do-do-do.